come on. There we go. Set up. Set up. Set up. Pause that. Do that. We pop that out. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm live. Not 100% sure who's gonna show up or who's gonna be here or whatnot. Hey, Flash Pants. All right, we got one. This is a impromptu sorting stream. So, currently sorting a bunch of bricks, and I figure why not? Let's go live. Let's knock over a fish. Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. And figure see who else is all out there. If anyone would like to join, just holler in the chat. I'll send you an invite. I have a lot of sorting to be done. Hey, don't, no, that's not my that's my shoe. Don't chew that. Nope, 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 nope. I have a lot of sorting to get done in hopes to clear my table off. That is my goal today. Because I'm ready to sit down and start building. So, but yeah. So how is everyone out there? How's everyone doing? I guess we'll do this one first. Whee. All right. I'm gonna mute myself real quick and make some noise. Gremlins. Uh-huh. Oh, shoot. I had the first one playing earlier. Had the first one playing, and then I was watching Tremors earlier because I guess it's 30 years since the first Tremors movie came out. So, and the Netflix had all of them up on there, so I was rewatched the first one, seen that one too many times, then started watching the others and started laughing. So just waiting. Yeah, I love the first one. That was always funny. The the Reba McIntosh, Reba's character and her husband. I think those two are my favorite. Doomsday preppers, ready for anything, except for giant space worms. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Now you tire out. You were running around, chewing on everyone, and now you're done. Goofy puppy. Goofy, goofy, goofy. Ooh, that's not that. Oh, they're doing good. Um, the little one, he's pretty funny. He's very calm for a puppy, but I don't know because the other three are pretty calm. But he's just like, okay, what are we doing? Okay, I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna sit right behind you and trip you, not on purpose, but because I'm gonna sit right behind you. He's I need to put like a little bell on him so I know where he's at because he'll follow right behind me. And he almost got locked down in the Lego room because I didn't realize he followed me out there too. So I think Bobo still he's less grouchy. But he just kind of has that. Sometimes he has that look of "Please save me." And the only safe spot for him right now, because puppy can't climb up, is the bedroom and the couch. He still can't climb all the way up there yet. So, but the puppy's trying to play with him. He's trying to get him to play. So he'll go get a toy and put the toy on him and like nudge it, like, "Come on, play with me." Okay, no. So he's really trying. But all the other ones, they're doing really good with him. Yeah, we were worried about Izzy. Is Izzy, my other white dog? She doesn't really like other dogs, but she always likes puppies. We looked at a few other dogs before we settled with Parker, and a couple of them were, I think, a year and a half to 2 years, and I don't know. She's very finicky with dogs, so. Hey, Mike B. Uh, like I said, if anyone wants to invite, just holler at me in the chat. I'll send you an invite. I figured most people are at work, so I didn't send out anything. Okay. No, Mm. Oh, hey, Doc. How are you doing? Um, so sorting, mainly sorting to sort, but I also know some of these pieces in here I'm going to be using for a mock. So I guess both in that case. A lot of the stuff was sitting out on my tables, so I've been trying to clear it off, but I don't just want to shove it off to the side and not touch it. So I'm trying to be a good AFOL and sort my mess. But at this point, I just want to get to my. I just want to be able to get out there and actually start building because for the first time in 6 months, I actually feel like doing something. So, ooh, what are you doing today, Doc? There we go. Oop, fun. Yep. Hold on, you're right back. Oh, hello, folks. Like I said earlier, if anyone wants to invite, just holler in the chat. I figure most people were at work or something, so. Work. I think if you're ready. I gotta redo some of these drawers. Yeah, good fit. I miss going to the show. That was a sad weekend. But I'm excited for next year, and be able to plan to bring more stuff than I had planned. So 5,522 pieces. Okay, it'll take me probably 2 days to get there. Yeah, I saw that because I remember watching the Beyond the Brick video on it, and then I've been following that guy since then, and then I saw everyone's videos during the show, and it's like I know he keeps adding more and more to it. It's crazy. So it makes me wish I kept mine together, but one day we'll return to the island. But I still want to do a amusement park, and not the Hill Valley side, but in the other part of the city, because I have all the amusement sections, and I've kept most of the um, what is it? They had like little stands, because I know Friends did the amusement park line, so I kept some of the little games from that one. So usually keep them all off in a box. I know I got to redo them and stick them all up on Mills plates too. So one day when I get to that part of the city, I'll probably do that. But I figure I'll make it Jurassic Park theme anyways. Oh, hello, sheep bricks. Oh yeah, hold on, Mike. I just saw your comment. Do nope invite copy. Oh, bye, Kittville. What happens on this stream? Well, it's a very long story. Uh, how do you invite people? You just, usually I don't. I just start if I'm doing a stream, I just start it and see who all pops in the chat, and then from there I'll ask them, hey, do you want to get on? I'll send you an invite. Um, but no, it's pretty easy. Copy the you just copy the invite and you send it to their email. What happens on the stream stays on the stream. Yep. But no, it's just a lot of sorting today. Ooh, hold on. Keep that one open. Yep, sort club. Second rule of sort club: you don't sort anything. Oh, cool, trigger brick. Yeah, I picked up that one last week, and I have half of it built. I need to finish the rest. Figure I'll finish it once I get my desk cleared. But it's a cool set so far. I like that it's very micro and all the little details they put into it. Oh, I see you, Mike. Hold on. But it's a cool set so far. Oh, there you are.
Good morning, y'all.
Hello.
How is everybody doing?
We're doing good. We're having so much fun.
Yeah, you're doing something that I should probably go and do. How many thousands of bricks I have in the other room that I probably should sort.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't feel up to it right now.
It's hard to get motivated to do it. So
Well, hey, Trick a Brick.
yeah, because I always either like I picked up a few new sets, but I'm not told myself I'm not going to put them together until I clean off all of this and I at least have the tables out there cleaned off to where I can actually put everything, get the city laid out. So that's what we're doing.
Well, I only have to laugh a little because I have probably about 300 or 400 sets behind me that I haven't built. So building is not my problem. My problem is just feeling okay about doing anything really.
The pile of shame.
Well, in my case, I look at it this way: Lego only makes certain sets for so long,
Yeah.
and I am not able to build everything that I want. So I just straight up have to decide I'm buying them all that I want while they're available because I can't afford to come back and buy them later.
It. Yeah, I hear you on that. I'm still there's a few sets. There's a few sets out there right now. Um, I'm still kind of on the fence about, but I know if I don't get them, they're gonna go up in price.
And then I have this other problem, and it's called family. They all think that Lego is for children, and except for my wife at this point, think that I'm wasting my time and my money, and that Lego will be nothing later in life, and I'll just be sitting here with a pile of brick.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I don't care. I'm happy right now. I don't have to be happy tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, if I know a few of the sets, I'm actually waiting till they get closer to retirement, and then just pick them up on clearance or something.
Yes, the good old Clarence. He's a good guy.
Yep. We see him twice a year. He's pretty good. Hey, London Bridge bricks. Yeah, that want list keeps getting bigger and bigger.
You know, the sad fact of the matter is the want list gets bigger, but the wallet doesn't.
Yep.
I decided I have to be important enough to myself So I bought the trophy set just so I could build it, so I could tell everybody I won an award. I won my own award. What's the award in? I don't know. But I dislike the fact that they want you to stick these stickers on all these tiles before you even start building. It's goofy. Only use the stickers you need when you're ready to use them.
All right.
I don't know if you've seen the trophy or whatever, but there's like 14 or 15 stickers in it. In the first 2 pages, it's stick all stickers to the parts. And it's like, why? What if I want to use that part for something else?
Hmm.
I mean, you can only use one of them at a time on the build anyway, so.
Yeah, the humidity is so bad down here that if I put stickers on anything, within give or take within 2 years, they'll start flaking off.
Yeah,
So
Brickstar has his, I don't know what you call it, the buildable figure, the one that's like 2 foot tall or a foot tall or whatever. And
yeah,
he calls it so stupid, but anyway, his deal, he was doing a video on it the other day, and he said, "Oh, my stickers are cracking and peeling. What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Oops."
yeah. So I can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't put stickers on stuff because they'll just flake off in 2 years, or less than 2 years. So I've given up on that front.
And so many of the sets look just as good without the stickers.
Yeah, there's a lot on that they look just fine. So
Like a lot of the modulars and stuff look really nice with the stickers.
yeah, those I don't put stickers on. Um, I stuck the stickers on the Friends set, the TV show Friends.
Oh, okay.
But I know that one I'm keeping together, so I didn't mind that one. The uh, I know the Saturn V. Those stickers are already peeling. I'm already ticked off about that. There, a few
It's
others.
it's too bad you can't order stickers right from Lego.
Like I'll just go on Bricklink and just buy extra sticker sheet. If I wait a little bit after the set comes out, just buy another one. So I'll keep all the stickers in a very nice climate controlled area. But,
In an airtight bin, I bet.
oh yeah, let's see trick work. Yeah, I saw the Statue of Liberty too. Um, I didn't. I already had that one, but the Empire State Building, I think I picked it up for 90 last week. So that one's on my list to build sometime this week. But
Well, I have the Statue of Liberty up behind me somewhere. One of these days, I should probably build it.
it's cool. I think Sean built her first. One of these days, I'll tear her apart and rebuild her so I can see how she's built. But
Well, I probably will never be able to see her in real life, so having a full scale model like that isn't bad.
ooh. Yeah, I don't do good in big giant cities and a lot of people. So I did see her from the air though, because we ended up being stuck at JFK for like a day because the weather flipped so bad they couldn't fly into planes out. So we got stuck in the airport. That was fun.
Well, we were all on the plane ready to come home from Florida one time, and they told us, granted, Florida's like what, an hour and a half plane trip or an hour plane trip,
Hmm.
but they said we have to delay and unload everybody back into the airport because there's a storm in Minnesota. And I'm thinking to myself, by the time you get back to Minnesota, that storm is going to be in Wisconsin and gone. Yeah, even if we take flight right now and we land in an hour, it's gone.
Sorry, folks.
But whatever, you can't. You gotta let the people in control know what they're doing.
Yeah. So, Mike, do you keep most of your sets together, or do you like build them then part them out, or?
I would like to answer that honestly, and the answer is I don't do either. I have built probably maybe 200 or 300 sets. Otherwise, for the most part, I have a bunch of sets that I say to myself, one day I am going to build you. But most of the time, I end up on Bricklink or I'm part of a lug, so a lug order or something, and I just say, okay, here's my parts. I'll build out of these. And it's really bad for me, I guess, because I have all these boxes sitting behind me of modulars and different things, but they all live in their little boxes because I really don't have room to display any of them in my house.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love them. I really do. I wish I had the space to build them, but the last time I honestly built a lot of sets was probably September when I ended up in the hospital for a while.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that's not a fun activity. Don't do it.
Yeah. Nope. No, I've seen my fair share of the hospital this year. I'm good.
Well, in September, I spent almost a week, 7 day or 6 days in ICU, and now I went into the ER yesterday with the kind of the same type of problem, and they told me you have nothing wrong with yourself. You're fine. Go home. And I said, then why did my doctor tell me to come in? And they said, I don't know. And then my doctor calls me this morning and says, the problem that you're having is still happening. If it doesn't resolve by Friday, you're going into the hospital. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay, thank you. But the first time I went into the ER, they don't know how to fix it. But whatever, you know, they're doing their best. I hope.
That's what happened to Sebastian. Was that we took him in, ended up having to take him to the emergency room. I think sometime last year, and because he wasn't showing any of the normal symptoms, they didn't know what it was, so they just told us to go home. And we're like,
Well, my current predicament right now is that my blood sugar, which has been normal since September and has not been out of range or out of whack or anything, has decided it wants to shoot up to about 450.
ooh, that's not good.
And so my doctor said, go in and have it checked out. Something's got to be wrong. You got to be sick, or you got to have the flu, or you got to, because when you're ill, your blood sugar will go up.
Yeah.
So they said, you got to have something. Something is triggering this. So I went in and they tested me. They drew all kinds of blood. They did all kinds of stuff to me. And they said, there's nothing wrong with you. Everything is coming back perfectly normal. And I said, no, that can't happen. That's not true. They said, yes, that's what's happening. You're fine. Go home. And I'm like, okay, sure. So I don't know. I guess I have a hidden illness somewhere that nobody wants to tell me about.
Mm. Oh, sorry. I'm trying not to ignore the chat. Oh, let me catch up.
Doc Samson's talking about eating.
Did he make a sandwich yet?
And I'm not sure what Farrah's Farrah is, but yeah, I have people that were planning on helping me at one point rearrange my living room.
Hmm.
And then I was going to get some of those IKEA glass display cases. And then I could build some stuff and put it in there. And that would look cool.
So when we moved to the new location for the Lego room, or for this room, I think I was looking at those IKEA glass ones to display stuff in, because there would be less dust and dog hair getting to them.
Right.
Is where everything is right now. I go through and dust each section about once a month. And like up in the bedroom, we have a bunch of shelves lining the hole, going all the way around the walls. And I have a bunch of the Creator cars, like the Mustang and a couple of the other ones. And I have to go up and dust them like crazy. So we thought about getting glass cabinets, but I really don't like having anything glass in the house because I always end up breaking them.
Well, we have 3 of them right now in the living room because my wife is an extreme basketball fan, and they're full of different things, like the guy's shoes that played on the floor and different things like that. And she's directly run into the glass panels with her wheelchair, and doesn't scuff them or nothing. They just kind of they rattle a little bit when she hits them, but it's not like that she's never broken anything on them. So the ones from IKEA, the ones we have anyway, I could figure out what number they are or whatever, but I don't have that in front of me. But the ones we have seem to be pretty good.
Yeah, the few things we've picked up from IKEA, I don't like what they're made of, but for what's sitting on them, it works.
Too much plastic.
So the like the little the cubed shelves.
Yeah.
We really like those because they hold all these sorting trays I have. I can hold seven stacked and 2 sitting on their side in each cubby.
Interesting. I have some toolboxes similar to the ones that you're using. I think there's toolboxes, aren't they? Essentially.
Yeah, I picked them up from Harbor Freight for like $3.99 each.
So they're like toolboxes or tackle boxes or something in that order.
Yeah, they're like the little organizers.
Yeah. I get tackle boxes from Walmart, pretty much the same shape, but they're like $4 a piece.
Yeah.
And I never thought about using the IKEA shelving for storage. I have IKEA shelving right behind me, but I haven't thought about using that way.
Yeah, because we have a green one. We have a couple of different sizes, and they work really great for what I need them to be. So, later, London. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out.
Have a good day in London.
Yeah, Trick Brick Harbor Freight's nice. Some of their tools I wouldn't suggest getting because they're crap, but storage wise, these little bins, because like I'll go in and buy them, and most of the time when I get them, a few of them would have the little handle things pulled are snapped off, or they look like they're kind of broken. So I always grab those because they just knock off a couple. They knock off like a buck or two for the ones nobody wants. So
Can I have all the broken stuff on your shelf? Sorry, I didn't mean to put it that way.
oh yeah, I gotta might as well, yeah, because they had a stack of them and they were a bunch of them were returned, and from what I saw, there was nothing wrong with them. And as long as you don't put them up on their side, you're okay. But it's like they're just holding Lego. They're going to be stacked up. So I didn't care. So I just bought them. You know, I keep the minifigures in them too. So I
Oh
try
yeah,
to.
that's my newest thing. All the CMF figures. I found they fit in those little boxes so well, and you can just put on the end of the box what series it is, and all of them in there with their little manuals and everything. And in case later somebody says, "I need a little book to know what was in that," I have all the little books.
Yeah, I keep most of them. There's always two series in each tray or each organizer. Depending if I end up getting way too much of one series, then it'll just be one series per container. But I keep them all, keep all the collectible minifigures organized, and then all the regular minifigures from series and movies and all the different themes, except for generic figs like the City Line ones. I'll part those out. The I guess non-licensed themes, I'll just part them out, except for the collectibles.
Yeah, there's just there the unlicensed ones. There's just so many of them.
So, but a lot of them are like really cool shirts and torsos and everything. So I'll part out all the heads. Like I have a yeah. There's my head drawer.
Okay, tell me, do you take off the hands too?
No, I don't take off the hands unless I need them. Then I'll go remove the hands. But I try not to take the hands off. But yeah, so they're organized by like females and the guys. So I got them like ones with beards, one with sunglasses, ones without beards and sunglasses. Kid faces, random color faces, and just the regular minifigure face. Because one day I'll collect enough of those to make something. Want to stick them in an empty vase or something.
I'll be back in 1 second, Haley.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, trick brigates. You kind of you start collecting. Yeah, because I'm at the point where I've collected so many figs from different series. Then unless there's like a certain fig I want to get, I'll just go on Bricklink and just get that fig instead of buying the set. But yeah, because I never thought I would pick up Ninjago or Nexo Knights. But when I started collecting the dragons, I started collecting Ninjago figs. So now there's just a box of figs from Ninjago. But then I found Sebastian loves Ninjago, so he's been playing with all the figs. All right, let's see if we can sort this last little bit, then we'll move on to tiles because tiles are always fun. Yeah, I'm not too sure about those eight wide speed champion sets.
How wide are the normal streets anyway?
The normal speed champion sets have always been 6 studs.
No, I mean the actual road plates. How are when you put a speed championship of the 8 stud on there? Does it really match? I mean, does it really work?
Mm, I don't know. I haven't picked them up yet.
Oh, because I was just thinking that might just be too wide. You know what I mean?
You know, when I made Biff's car for the layout, I had to make his eight wide because the 6 wide was just too. I couldn't get the dimensions right. And
Well,
his. So,
are they? Sorry.
oh, you're good. Go ahead.
Are they making them 8 wide now so that they can fit 2 minifigures in next to each other? Is that what the deal is, or just because they want to be bigger?
I don't know. Let's see. Flash says those 8 wide look good, but they are not city friendly.
Huh. Well, that's too bad.
So Trick Brick says they're more for display. Yep, too big for the city. Oh, he made a video recently. Okay.
Well, I know Trickerbrick doesn't like the cars anyway, or he builds them, but then he gives them all away, or something.
I like the shoot. Which one? Oh, the dark green Mustang. I picked up a few of those. Dang it. Go on now.
Oh, I don't have the green Mustang.
I like that Steve McQueen Bullet movie, so that's what that one makes me think of. Except for I took out the white.
I have 2 of the Fast and the Furious ones, the Dodge Chargers, and then I have a Chevy something or other here. Can't remember what it is, and then I have the Ferrari.
I know a few of them I picked up because I liked the was it the mud flaps, the mud little gears around the tires. So I like the new shape of some of them. So I've been collecting just to make different color vehicles and whatnot. And they help with making custom cars too.
Somebody yelled at me a couple weeks ago, and they said, "Why do you buy a Lego set just for one piece?"
Junk calls. Oh, sorry. Say again.
Oh, somebody in my family yelled at me the other day and they said, "Why do you buy a Lego set just for one piece?" And I said, "Because that's where that one piece is." It wasn't really a fight, but it was like, "I don't understand you." Okay, well, unfortunately, it's me and I have two sisters, and we're all older, and they have never understood why I haven't quit playing with Legos.
Mm.
I'm like, I don't care. So I have a camera that you can see clearly. Hi, I have a camera. And but it I'm was investigating my camera the other day and it doesn't want to zoom in or any of that, and then I was watching some other people's videos and it's like their cameras look so much nicer with the capability of being able to zoom in and to do tighter shots and whatever. And it's like I'm just wondering, should I invest in a new camera or should I just live with what I got?
what what type of camera do you have?
Hang on one second. I gotta. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. It's Oh, come on! You don't show it in this little thing here. It just says pro. It doesn't have a name on it.
No. 'Cause
Um. So hang on. I should be able to. There's always 100 ways to skin a cat. Open the control.
no. Yeah, because I found like a couple of third-party apps that will control my camera and where I can zoom in and go and adjust it. No.
Logitech HD Pro webcam C90 C920.
Oh yeah, you have this. You have the same one. I think you have the same one I do. So
I knew it was a Logitech, but Logitech doesn't mean nothing unless you have all the other following numbers that go with it. If you get what I'm saying.
because I downloaded. Hey, barking at nothing. Hold on, let me holler. Because I downloaded. There's a Logitech camera settings. That when I got and there's a webcam settings. There were like two separate apps or little things I downloaded, but it allows me to go in and I can, if I wanted to zoom in, it'll control it to zoom in and zoom out, and you kind of play around with it.
I should I should look into more apps then maybe.
I don't know if you have a Mac or a
I have a PC.
yeah, but I'm sure I'm sure there's PC stuff there too. So
Uh, what do you do? Just type in the make of the camera and look for an app for it, or
um, oh, it's been so long. As long as you can find an app that's compatible with it. All right, Trick Break. Is Chromebook kind of like an iPad?
yes.
Because I know on my iPad I can join a stream, but I can't start streams from tablets. You have to have a laptop or a desktop to. Sorry, you can probably start a stream with your iPad, but if you want people to join and hang out with you, it has to be on a desktop or a laptop.
Well, Zoom kind of frustrates me anyway because after the second time I've been with somebody on Zoom, I went and I downloaded Zoom and the whole 9 yards to get into the stream, and then I went and I registered myself. But every time it seems like I join a stream, it wants me to re-download all the stuff,
Hmm.
and it won't let me in until I do that. And I got a message today that said the host cannot see you until you upload the system. I don't know what the hell that meant, but
Hmm.
I just clicked download. When that thing pops up, I just hit download. It downloaded something. I hit run, and it ran it, and I popped up.
That's weird. It's, for mine, it's another little it's a program that I just open up and I run it. I had to go in and switch my name because it kept trying to show my real name that I used to register the product. So I had to go in and change my name so it would stop showing my name every time I started one or I joined one.
Ah, so you're not really Haley then?
Nope.
Oh. Well,
Nope.
I'm really.
Haley's my dog's name.
Oh. Well, I'm really Mike, so.
I
Technically Michael, but.
Yeah, I use her for all my online names. So it usually confuses the crap out of people, especially when they meet me in person. I remember that first time in Philly. I met everyone and said my real name, and they were just like, "What?" So, but they all still call me Haley, so it doesn't. I answered to both.
I can't remember Brick Smith's wife right now, but one day,
Brittany.
yeah, Brittany, she had a whole big thing in one of the streams about if I know you by your real name, I'm calling you your real name. I don't care. Anybody that protests, please let me know right now. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it anyway. And I was like, whatever.
Yeah, but I've kind of given up now. It's just whatever. I've already said my real name during a couple Beyond the Brick interviews, so it's just like, oh well. And apparently people found me on Facebook now. So, but I never used my Facebook. I kept it for relatives, but even then, no one. I don't. There's nothing really to do other than it has my Candy Crush level information. That's about it. What, you have to go outside? You have to go potty? All right. All right, Mike, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Let me go let them out.
All right. Oh, let's see. Chirkabrick, you're talking on the chat. Let's see what you're talking about. Chirkabrick, when it comes to your computer issue, I would just go to like a local computer store or something and buy not even a high end machine, just a low end machine, and it should work just fine. Just let it sit in the corner and use it for, inputting bricks and keeping track of crap and a little YouTube every once in a while. You don't need the best of the best, especially for streaming. I was gonna say too, I know your real name because I've ordered from you. Trick-a-brick, I will not disclose your full name. Not even if I'm tortured. Maybe if I'm tortured. You got any new cool parts in your store, Trick-a-brick?
Okay. Sorry. It's like pouring down rain, so I got 2 dogs. So I'll go in the backyard, and the other 2 refuse to go outside, so they had to go let them out in the front yard because there's a big tree out front. So they'll go stand underneath the tree.
I was gonna jump on the dinosaurs that I asked about, but then I looked at my wallet, and my wallet wasn't deep enough to jump on any dinosaurs because I needed money for other things. But I should have done it, but I'm sorry. I guess I failed in the purchase of brick from your brick trick from your store. But Haley, if you're wondering, we're talking in the chat, and I'm I asked Trick or Brick about buying something cheaper in the store, and he kind of marked it down a little bit, and then I sat there and pondered it, and I decided I probably shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm trying very hard not to buy anything off of Bricklink unless I'm working on a project. Because if I start down the deep dark rabbit hole of Bricklink, I find myself buying stuff I don't need right off the bat. I do want the bulldogs from the new city sets. There's 2 of them. There's a solid white one, and there's a brown and white one. I'm waiting for someone to part those sets out so I can get the bulldogs. So Trick or Brick, go buy the sets, part them out so I can buy the bulldogs. Ha ha ha. Oh. Oh, oh yeah. Don't remind me of that. So what do y'all think about the International Space Station set? Well, it has 864 pieces. Gonna retail for $70 US.
I thought it was $69.99. Well, that is $70. I'm sorry.
Ugh. They can market $69.99 all they want. It's still gonna be $70 plus whatever extras. So has 6 bags, instruction book. Man, this set's gonna be sold out so fast down here. I'll have to buy it online. The last time the the lunar lander came out, and all the NASA guys all showed up that morning, because I think it was what the first was on a Tuesday or a Friday or something, and they're all standing in line at 10 a.m. So I know this one's gonna stay sold out down here. At least they were smart and they sent extra copies of the lunar lander, because the Saturn V sold out like real fast. At least it comes with a stand, so you can actually display it on the stand. Oh, man, no. Let's see. Yeah, it comes with a stand, so you can have it up on the display. That's cool. Okay. It looks like a nightmare to display in dust. Hey Z, how are you doing? Yeah, the what soccer field, football field, what architecture wise, I'm curious how they built it. Personal wise, I'm not getting it. I'll just download the instructions and flip through the instruction book or something. But that's a hard pass. I'm doing good, Z. Just doing a lot of sorting, trying to get my desk cleared off. Yeah, my dad worked in mission control. He worked for NASA for I think 15 years. So I grew up running around over there. So, and Johnson Space Center is only 10-minute drive away. So very into all the space things. Yeah, the deep dark web of YouTube. There you go. Batmobile is more fun.
All right, I'm back. No.
Ooh, $500 to spend on Lego. Well, if you're collecting sets, start with the ones that are most likely going to retire. Then work your way forward. Nice. Thank you.
Anytime, Mom. Anytime. No, I said anytime, anytime.
There we go. Shoot.
I'm not trying. I will fix the remote.
You got to put new batteries in it, Mike. Come on.
I did that, and I think well, we have a cat, and I think the problem is that it's so full of fur balls that it's unfunny. So I took the Comcast remote apart, or I guess up here now it's Infinity Link. But I took the remote apart, opened it up, and there's like big balls of hair inside of it. So I went to the sink and I washed it, and now the number pad thing that's in there just has to dry out. And that might take another hour or two, but and then it just pops back together. But I tried 3 sets of batteries in it. It lights up, but it doesn't do anything to the TV. So I'm thinking that either it was really filthy and it wasn't making good contact, or it's broken. Either way.
Is it a Bluetooth or IR?
IR. Either way, it popped apart real easy and nice, so I should be able to pop it back together again real easy and nice. But we've also had cable for like the last 20 years, so the other remotes that I have that they never wanted back, I still have sitting around the house, and they seem to do basic functions.
Ooh, Tokyo, Dubai, Speed Champions, and Assembly Square. Assembly Square is really nice. Kind of wish the flower shop was a little bit bigger, but for the amount of stuff you get in it, that's a good set.
So you're in the Assembly Square camp, okay. I have one on the shelf. I was looking at buying another one, but I haven't done it.
Yeah, I think.
But I think I lost my chance.
I bought one, and then I expanded it.
Did you Hoosier it?
Oh, I gave each building its proper base plate worth of space. The flower shop I have to redo. I don't like that. I don't like how that one came out though. So I might actually convert that one somewhat back to its original size. But the cafe is really nice. I like the dentist office. I actually took some time and detailed that one. And then the AFOL apartment, I gave that one a larger layout and space. So,
did you make it yours?
I don't know. Most of the inside of the modulars, they're just either they're empty or something. I figure one day I'll just make a list of all the available apartments and let everyone pick their apartments, and they can detail it themselves and send me pictures, and I'll detail the inside, so it's their apartment. Because I have a bunch of. I really like the townhouse from the pet shop.
Oh yeah.
And because I'm trying to mix up the city, so it's not just the standard Lego modulars sitting there. Even though I love the modulars, I just everyone has them in their cities. So I'm kind of trying something a little bit different. I'm going down the list of all the modulars in the Lego movie. and I'm starting to make those buildings. So I did Emmett's apartment building. I've done the cafe corner. The Joe Plumbers is next. But that one's actually based off Market Street, which I never picked up Market Street. So it would be a nice chance to go back and build that one.
I don't know. Let me see. What do I have? I think I have a lot of them. Come on, computer, work with me.
Ooh, Sydney Opera House. That's a good one too.
Yeah, the Sydney Opera House is a nice one. I have the pet shop. I have the Parisian no.
Parisian restaurant.
Yeah, no, the cinema.
Oh yes, Palace Cinema. There we go.
Palace Cinema. Yeah, I don't know why I was looking at that going Parisian, but I have the Parisian restaurant. I have the detective's office, the Brick Bank, Assembly Square, the diner, the garage, and I have the bookshop.
Yeah, Sean picked up the bookshop for me before he left, before he went out of town to give me something to build this week. So I figure I'll build that probably Saturday or something. But I wanna fix it, so I kind of don't want to start it. We'll see. We'll see how far I get with all the sorting. No, dang it. I missed a bin. Hush.
They came back in from their little rainstorm.
Oh, they're big babies. They won't stay out there. Except for the older one, she'll go out there and try to drink all the puddles and just stand in the rain. And she's a lab, so her coat will just get soaked with rain. So I have to dry her off like crazy. And the other two are just like, nope, not going outside. I'm going to cross my legs and hold it all day.
Yeah, until your eyes start to leak.
So. But I can open the front door. They'll go outside and pee in the front yard. But I think mainly it's because the backyard now just floods every time it rains. So, and the front yard has better drainage. Get down. Thank you.
Yeah, I had a lab as a child, and it was a female, but she was great. One of the funnest animals I ever had. I have to say that quietly, or my cat will hear.
All right, I guess we're going to do tiles. Yeah, it only comes with one actual book. The rest are just a facade.
Yeah. course, the problem is when you start to add books, then you have to figure out how to work them into shelving, and because that set is kind of odd.
Gosh, dang it. You just went out.
But I forget that it's raining out there.
Good. Because I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna open the door, and she's gonna see it's raining and say no, she's good, and come back and lay down.
It's raining, man. Well, that's too bad. I wish they would have put something around the upper edge here of the cup so they could finish it off, but well, if anybody's curious, that's what the trophy looks like without stickers.
You get a trophy. You get a trophy.
We all get trophies. It's kind of pointless, but it works. I like the handles on here though because they needed one extra stud on the top part in order to make it so it would work right. But I think if they would have left that top jumper off, well, if they left the top jumper off, it wouldn't have connected. I don't know. So funny. Today it made it up into the upper 30s. Yesterday it was -6. How how does the temperature swing like that? I don't know.
This has been the mildest winter we've ever had. So
Yeah, but you're in Texas. Up here we've been hit with some severe storms. And Canadians don't like to keep their weather.
until we get into February, where it's just raining every day and it's cold and wet, cold, wet, cold, wet.
Well, you'll have Hinkle back in Texas pretty soon.
I don't know. He can't seem to escape the shoot. Connecticut. There we go.
The nice city up there. My mother actually grew up in New York, so when Kevin talks about places, and I go, "Yep, I've been there." Like, go home to see grandma, and all of a sudden you're falling back into the like you never left. Well, I think they did the bookshop with only one book so that people can have something to complain about. If they put 100, most of the time they don't do interiors at all. So
Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat here.
But there is a. I do like the comment that Flash did about that's like McDonald's with only one hamburger. Oh, I'm sorry. He used cheeseburger, I believe.
Royale with cheese.
I guess if you had, I wonder why, Lego doesn't group up with like McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's or something and make a like a fast food restaurant.
Oh, 'cause I remember all the Lego McDonald's toys.
Right. So they have a working agreement with them. So I just wonder why they don't. I don't know. I will have to say for this little newsstand that's here, my wife said that I should put this right out in front of the new bookstore. And I told her I don't think that would be very good because the bookstore people would be mad at you because if you ever go into a Barnes and Noble, they sell all the magazines and books and everything else. And if you got a guy right outside your door selling the same thing,
Hmm.
either he's going to go under or you're going to go under.
Yeah, but you gotta think that people walking in to buy a newsstand, they see the news outside, they don't even have to walk in the building, they just go right there and keep going on their way.
Right. I do like how this looks though. It would be good for like a theme park to make a whole bunch of little, like ticket buildings and stuff about this size.
Yeah, I kept the shoot. Oh, where is it? Yep, this guy. Because in the efforts to do some type of Jurassic World theme park later, so I kept this one together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The one I have is this one here that was just recently done at the Lego store.
Yeah, I saw that, and I think someone shared the instructions, so I saved it to make it later.
Yeah, they have this kids one going on this next week sometime. I think it's Tuesday, and it's a dragon. I guess it's already been out on the internet, but
Yep.
um, my store manager said to me, "If you want to do it, come in and do it." I don't know how many kids we're gonna have anyway, because they're in the middle of a bigger mall, so people usually don't like to bring their kids there. Although the theme park seems to take a lot of the kids away. Well, that's what happens when you're one of the largest malls in America.
Sure, Sugar Brick. I know. I think Alan from the Brick Fan, he had it on his um, shoot website. There we go.
Now, just go to the store and build it yourself. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, I like the Brick Fan. He posts all the instructions to the little one-off ones too. So.
I don't want everybody mad at me, so I'm just joking. I think I'm gonna build this Lego store.
Which one?
40305.
Is that with the one with the dragon sticking out of it?
Nope. It's the one that you buy at all the Lego stores. It's just a standard store.
Oh yeah, that one. That's I like the interior.
I've been thinking about building the store that I shop at all the time, Mall of America store. But it's not really a store. It's a bunch of pillars with glass doors. It's not really much of anything.
Yeah, I saved all. I saved that one. I saved the dragon one, and I've saved. Shoot, the one with the poly bag.
You know, I have like 4 or 5 of the one with the poly bag, but I was gonna get a couple more through the points deal, or you know what I mean. You had to buy $30 worth of stuff otherwise you had to pay shipping. And I was like, that's frustrating.
It but no, yeah, I try to. Yeah, because I wanted to make a proper Lego store because I made one a few years ago, and ended up tearing it down because I didn't like it after I built it. So I need to redo it. But I've been trying to save all the pieces I know I want to use and take from. So I have a little bin of my project bin. I think that at this point I'm probably going to design something kind of like the Disney Spring Store because that one's a standalone building.
Yeah, I want to say something really quick. This is one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, that one.
Were you ever able to get it?
Nope.
I,
I think it
I
was.
had
Yeah.
I had to have a friend of mine that works down there get it and then ship it up to me. But it's a cool set.
Cause I got that one, and I got the one with the train. Oh no, sorry, I never picked up that one, but I have another one with a train on it. But after I got it, I was just like, all right, why did I get this?
Do you have the the big dragon that's a set of his own? The
No,
33000001.
no, I don't think I have that one.
At one point, I had like 4 or 5 of them, and then people kept asking me for them, and I didn't realize I was in my younger years of Lego collecting, and I didn't realize that they might actually be valuable at some point. So I gave a bunch away. I think I have one built and one not opened at this point.
I know. Sometimes I want to go back and kick my younger AFOL's butt sometimes. Why didn't I pick up this set?
Or worse, why did you pick it up and then give it away?
Oh,
Do I not have this in the inventory? So Haley, how do you build your city when you don't have space to put it? Like Hoosier can't put his whole thing up, or any of you guys that build in your mass sizes.
It, so what I have to do is I build a section at a time. So I'll build it. I'll get it everything I need it to do, and then I'll just kind of start taking a section off so I can keep adding a section to it. So kind of like a conveyor belt. I'll just remove one section and add a new one, and kind of pack them up as I go.
So you never really get to see the set until after you've gone to like Philly or something.
Yeah, like my Jurassic World one. I never saw that thing completely together until we were in Philly setting it up. Like I made sure to go section by section and made sure all the sections lined up and everything. But as a complete layout, I never saw it all the way together. And whatchamacallit. So I was actually that that was one major reason why I wanted to expand the tables out.
Well, when you guys set up your displays, aren't they like 3 tables wide?
It I know Jurassic World was. Um, Hill Valley, we actually set it up on two tables, but I pulled them apart. So I actually had I had a large gap right smack dab in the middle, but luckily my the base plate there were large base plates right underneath there, so they expanded the gap, so I didn't have to worry about them.
Oh, okay. Well, what's going on in the chat?
Flash said he'd be right back. I hope Z didn't get bored out there listening to all the Lego talk.
Trick a Brick, I hope you didn't like get lost in your sorting.
Get buried under piles of brick.
Oh my God, more brick!
Yeah, we'll see him in the spring when he digs out.
Who needs 20,000 pounds of snow of the ice cream cone topper?
Oh, the ice cream truck. I think Triggerbrick said something about the ice cream truck only had 2 ice creams.
Yeah, and it only had, what did he say? What is it? One blue and one green popsicle or something.
Yeah.
He's like, that's not right. I don't know. I think the popsicles and stuff. I think they're like a half a stud, or that thickness.
Yeah.
And I think that 2 of them, like he said, fit really nice in the set. But with Lego only giving him one, then they rattle around. I know we were just talking about popsicles.
2 popsicles. Yeah. But we're,
I don't know, what is it, $30 set for 2 popsicles?
ooh, I think it's $20.
Oh. What did you have to take out, Cricket Brick, to make it 4 studs shorter? You have to lose a popsicle?
Yeah, because that looked like a very large truck. I won't be picking that one up because I still have the ice cream truck from the Lego movie.
I made a mistake, and they were on clearance.
Oh
Again,
no!
that evil guy that hangs out about 3 times a year.
Uh-huh.
But I found 5 of them on the shelf, and before I could get back to the shelf where they were, because I wasn't sure if I really wanted to buy 5, I thought about it for a little while. There were 5 of them on the shelf of the garbage truck, and there were 5 of them on the shelf of the ice cream truck. When I got back, the garbage truck was completely gone. And so I said to myself, I'm buying these. So I took all the ice cream trucks, and I haven't built one of them. Unfortunately, at this point, they're in the kind of the back corner underneath a bunch of other stuff in a tub.
The bin of storage.
Yeah. So they might not see the light of day for a while. But if you know anybody who needs an ice cream truck from Lego Movie 1, maybe that would give me the push to dig them out.
I really like the garbage truck.
I did too, and that's what made me irritated so much. Is I should have just grabbed them, all 5 of both of them.
There's another tile. I need you. Thank you.
It doesn't sound like it'd be too difficult to do your mod then. And hey, you got a couple of windows for another project. You didn't see Lego Movie 1 movie, or you don't know what we're talking about?
I was rewatching both movies yesterday and today, just letting them play in the background.
No, Trickerbrick just posted. I don't know what it looks like. The Lego Movie 1. So I'm not sure if he doesn't know what the movie looks like, or if or the trucks that we're talking about.
Yeah, the garbage truck is, I think it's green and white striped.
I could look up set numbers really quick.
Oh, you can look it up. Hey, he's gonna beat you up when he gets bigger. You keep playing with him like that. Speaker box, yeah.
All of a sudden, one day, the one that it goes after the other one will turn around and say, "I'm gonna get you, my pretty."
Yeah, because Izzy wrestles with him, but she wrestles hard, so it's like he's gonna eventually get bigger.
Hey, Trickerbrick, if you're looking for that ice cream truck, it's set numbers 70804.
Oh crap! No, wrong pile. Wrong pile.
Hey, I gotta run away for a minute. I'm gonna go grab some food to eat, and if you're still streaming when I get back, I'll rejoin.
Yeah, no worries. I'll be here.
All right. Talk to you all later.
Hi,
Bye.
Mike. And then there was one. It, the ice cream truck had a had a giant ice cream cone on top, and it had those trans clear flexi tubes. Yep, full blown playing. They were running from this room into the living room. I hear them jump on the bed, and they are running back in here. It's 5:15. Okay. I can't remember who's streaming tonight, so I don't want to go over. I'm trying to watch my time. Ooh, you're not a tile. Oh, it's Wednesday. I can't remember who streams on Wednesdays. Because I know Julian and Blaze. Are they streaming tonight? I don't know. My brain's so fuzzy right now. Ah, crap. Yep, fuzzy enough to keep making stupid mistakes. Come on now. Nice, yeah. Very nice. Yeah, they I know. I think they usually people start streams around what's it, 8 their time mostly. Come on. Well, go get her. Nope. Wrestling, wrestling, wrestling. Let's see. Cheese slopes. Okay, that one. Well, good part about sorting is you slowly start finding the pieces you need. I got like a pile going on. Rest of the stream, just sounds of sorting bricks. Whee. All right, so I did pick up one hidden side set this week. I got the one with the shrimp boat. No, no. Okay. Nice. Yeah, it looked like a. Always like the nautical sets. So I might end up getting the shrimp shrimp shack set too. Yeah, I was looking at the lighthouse one too. I don't know. I just the lighthouse one looks very similar to the Scooby Doo one that came out too. I'm kind of I don't know. I'm on the fence about that one. I bet there's no backing to it. I bet it's all open. It has to be all open to be a playset. Because the Friends one was all open, the Scooby Doo one was all open, and it looks just like the Scooby Doo one, minus the colors. because the high school was all open. Yeah, it's playability. Oh, we're at the bottom of the barrel here. Yeah, it's not too hard to close them up. I did that with the Scooby Doo one. I was trying to make it a little bit bigger though. Oh, night flash. Trick a break. If you get done with work and want to invite, let me know. Okay. Oh yeah, you said you changed up your schedule. All right, that's 3 barks. I guess she's serious. All right. Hold on, folks. I'll be right back. Puddles, puddles. We love puddles. shoot. Don't remember where I had. Nope, there it is. Never mind. Brown tiles, brown tiles. Oh, crap. Crap. Mute for. Oh, hey Ken. Um, hey, if you here, I'll send you an invite. Yeah, sorting's going good. Just trying to get through the tiles, and I have a box of random bricks to go through. Where's the keyboard? There we go. I didn't see anyone was live, so I didn't. I started a while back though. I couldn't remember who was going live tonight, so. Hey, don't eat that. No, that's not good for puppies. Here, play with this. Play with this. There, eat that. submit. There we go.
Hey,
Hey.
there we go. No, I hadn't planned on going live. It was just a I got home from work and I'm working on this and I'm like, might as well launch a broadcast.
There
And
you
I
go.
was about to launch it and I saw you're on. I'm like, oh, well, I'll just join hers instead. So totally impromptu, totally unplanned. So
Okay.
no toe stepped on or anything.
Yeah, I could. Like I started it a while back, so it's like I knew no one really streams 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right. Yeah. No, it was just like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah. Then
Oh.
I can't remember who's streaming tonight.
I didn't know of anyone necessarily, so that's why I figured I would just go ahead and jump on and see what was going on.
Yeah.
Just figured I'm just sitting here slapping on brick and might as well have an audience for it, right?
Yeah.
As I lose brick into the void behind a burp. Or yeah.
I find it's easier to. For me, it's easier to sort if I have someone to talk to.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can see that. I usually sort and like listen to music or watch a movie or something.
Yeah, because I can't do music. I tried audiobooks, but I get so distracted that I forget I have to like rewind the chapter.
Right.
And then I usually do Netflix and just put a movie or show on in the background. But lately I kind of get distracted and start watching the movie or the show.
Yeah, that's my problem. So it has to be a movie I've seen before and I can ignore.
Yeah, 'cause
So I watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail the other day while doing building, and it was like perfect because I'd seen it, so it wasn't a big deal.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I tried. I was trying to play something in the background today, and I just kept getting distracted. So it's like, all right, let's do the one thing I know I can. I know will actually make me sit down and sort. So
Did you you went to Alabama, right?
No.
Oh no? Okay.
no, I had to drop out.
Oh, okay. I thought I remembered hearing your name mentioned at some point, so that's why I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I was fully planning to go, and everything up until just shy of 2 weeks before.
Okay.
So I already bought everything, bought my badges, and but hey, how close are you to Winter Park?
I mean, drivable, pretty easy. A lot of people drive up there from here. I don't know. I can tell you. Are you going to Winter Park?
No, Sean's up there right now snowboarding,
Oh, nice.
and I think he actually went to a Lego store. I don't know which one he went to, though.
He went to the one by my house then, because he would have, if he flew into DIA or unless he like came from Utah, he would have driven right past me. It's 37 miles or 1 hour and 16 minutes.
Yep.
And the store that he would have driven past to get there is the one that's by me.
Is that the one, the south end one, or the north?
The north, it's kind of the west side.
Okay.
One Tanya lives right next to it.
Yeah, because I went to one. Remember, because I had an elevated train track next to it.
Yeah, that's the Colorado Mills.
Yeah, so I've been there.
Okay, yep. So I live just south of that.
Okay. Yeah, because I guess he went. He spent all day on the slopes yesterday.
Nice.
And then he one of his calf muscle, whatever he used for steering. I guess he overworked the muscle, so he took a day off and went into Denver.
Nice. Yeah, the Mills is the one to visit for sure. He went to the right one.
Yeah.
The other one is like a third the size.
Okay.
It's kind of small.
I'm gonna make some noise. Hold on.
Yep.
How's all your doggies doing?
They're doing good. The two of them. Yeah, I mean, Weasley's doing really good. He's normal and fine, but Odin stopped eating. So
Oh no.
just trying the, put the food down for 5 minute thing and then take it back up. Hopefully he gets his appetite back. So I think he just gets turned off of the food. And last time I switched food to try to, cater to him, but it's like, dude, you can't just get tired of the food and stop eating it.
Because that's what so we switched dog food because I thought that's what was making the other one sick,
Oh, okay.
the one that died.
Oh, okay.
So, and because none of the other dogs would eat it, had stopped eating it too. So I'm just like, what the crap? We've been on this thing for 9 years,
Right.
never had an issue with it. And I actually started looking it up to see if maybe other people were having issues. And then I found out there's a lot of issues because they changed the formula,
Oh,
which is either one, it was making the dogs sick. Half the people were, the dogs were getting sick off of it, and the other half is the dogs just stopped eating it. So I'm just like, okay. So,
yeah, we switched, I don't know, a year ago. And, like I took him to the store and they had these like little sample bowls out. And so like I tried a couple of them and he like stubbed his nose at one, like there's the same brand or, a different brand than what we're buying now or what we were buying at the time. But it's like two flavors of this brand that we have now. And he stubbed his nose at the chicken one, but really liked the beef. So I bought the beef and he's been on it both of them have been on it for a while. And I mean, I think Weasel will eat anything they put in front of him, but Odin's just being a little more picky about it.
yeah, because I switched to a new brand. They finally seemed to like it, but the older one, yeah, she's been acting weird for the past week. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her. So I even went out and got like a can of soft food.
Yep.
And measured out a little bit and mixed up the hard food and the soft food. And she scarfed it down the first night. Then the second night, she's like, nope.
Huh.
Not
That's
gonna-
strange.
Yeah. I was like, okay. But she's 13, 14. So I don't know. We took her to the vet. We took them all to the vet to get all blood work done, just in case that food was making them sick or something.
Right.
And
But didn't see anything wrong.
no, everything came back fine.
Huh.
And so
Yeah, that's I'm about at that point though, like, okay, take him to the vet, the other thing is there's a little bit more of a backstory to it. He ate his glow in the dark ball the other day.
Yeah.
And so, that's obviously not very good for him. And he seemed to be okay. Like we called the vet about it and he seemed to be okay, but it's just now he's lost his appetite and it's like, okay, like, but he still has high energy and everything. So that's kind of what I'm watching. That's what the vet said to watch his energy, make sure he's not puking or anything, and kind of go from there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at, but I don't know. It's just like, I mean, like if he was low energy, I'd be right there and like, okay, do a CAT scan, do a X-ray, whatever you need to do to get it taken care of. But with him like having good energy, just not really interested in the food, it makes it hard. So tonight's the first night in the week that he's actually just totally ignored it. And he's done it before, and usually by the next day he's fine.
Yeah, because like I know if they, like when they were all acting, when I switched to the new food and did the transition over to it, and they kind of just like, nope, they're gonna eat. So I finally told them, it's like, you know what? Nope. Don't eat, starve. We'll figure it out. Because if they get hungry enough, they'll eat. So
Right.
They
And that's
finally-
that's where I'm at.
So
And he, of course, he goes out in the yard and tries to eat his brother's poop, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen either. So I've been doing pretty good every day about going out there and picking everything up and making sure there's, nuts and forming a snack on.
yeah,
So
that's what one of mine tries to do. So I have to, yeah. I have to
Same
either
thing,
go out
yeah.
there with her or. But Sean's lazy. He won't go out there and watch them. He'll just open the door and say, "Go potty."
right. Well, and ours have a dog door, so they come and go all day. So it's just a matter of like, okay, just keep the yard clean, and so we'll see. Figure later tonight he'll probably eat his dinner, and that's usually how it goes, is that he gets hungry and decides to finally eat.
Yeah. You tired yet? Ready to sleep? Nothing.
How's the new puppy?
He's doing good. He's very calm. He'll just gonna sit there and stare at you.
Nice. So did you see that picture of the little puppy I was babysitting?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a neighbor's dog, and we went over there to just to get some puppy time or whatever. And I was sitting on the couch, and he like ran up my leg, ran up my chest, and like went to like, I don't know, lick me or something, and he ended up biting my nose and split the side of my nose.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was like, oh, that hurt. Oh, I'm bleeding. So, and of course, they're both nurses, so they're like, "Oh, you okay? We're so sorry." And I'm like, "It's not a big deal. It's fine."
They're sharp little puppy teeth, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it's put a little super glue on it and got it to stop bleeding, and then it's been fine since. I need a slope of some kind.
Yeah, because the first couple days he went for toes and feet, anything that moved.
Right.
And yeah, he tripped me a couple times. He like bolted between my feet to grab my foot. So he's gotten a little bit better about that. But he just I wear fuzzy socks when it's cold, so he just sees something fuzzy, like, ooh, that's mine.
Right. I can see that. Oh, that white brick is killing me. I have a white brick down here that's like a support structure piece, and it's like I can't hide it. It's driving me crazy.
What are you working on?
I'm working on my Hogwarts build. I opened my mouth and said, "Yeah, let's build a giant Hogwarts thing" at my lug meeting, and I had already had plans in my head of how to do it all. So I ended up kind of taking charge of the project, and so I'm building the entire base of it. So it's 9.5 base plates by 5 base plates, or a sheet of plywood. So I'm building the whole base structure, and then other people are going to be adding in their pieces of it to the base. So we actually have a couple of people coming over tonight to help with the build and stuff. But
wow.
it's going to be a giant Hogwarts build. So like I said, I've been planning it for a while, and then this was a good opportunity to go ahead and get going on it. So hopefully it'll be kind of like something I use, for the foreseeable future in builds, and displays. So I like I'm doing all the landscaping, and I have the train and some of the buildings, and then a couple other people are going to do like one guy's doing Hogsmeade and some of the trees, and someone else is doing like the Quidditch field, and like a graveyard because it's all kind of centered around Goblet of Fire. It just kind of happened to work out that way.
Oh, cool.
And so she did like a graveyard and stuff. And so the plan is, and then someone else has like the Durmstrang ship. And so I figure, it's going to be on display for 3 months at the local Bricks and Minifigs.
Mm-hmm.
And then while it's on display there, that'll give me time to you know, build the elements that I'm missing or rework the elements that I want to include that I'm missing, and then in the future when I want to display it, I can use those elements. So like this landscape I'm doing right now, I'm actually have a version 2 in my head already that I want to do. But it's you know, I just don't have time right now to do that.
Yeah.
So I'll get this one done, get it on display, and then version 2 can come later.
I think they opened up a bricks and minifig place, and it's I think it's about an hour and a half away. It's on the other side of town.
Okay.
But I think where it's located, and I'm just looking at it like I'll never go over there.
Oh, it's just not in the area, town that you ever go into.
Nope. We'll never be in that area. I used to go over there all the time for work, but not anymore. It's like, nope. Plus everyone who drives over there are idiots.
Yeah, I hate that. My work commute's gonna be changing here shortly. I got a new job.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's been in the works for a little while now, and I finally gave my notice last night,
Nice.
basically. So yeah, it's no more travel, no more random Lego stores to visit. So, which I mean, I'm happy with. I travel was a bit too much.
Yeah, it seems like you were traveling a lot.
Yeah, well, the job description said 50%,
Yeah.
and they were gonna lower the amount of travel, but I just found a really good opportunity.
Good.
It's one of those situations that even if they tried to, you know, whatever, it just like I can't say no to this. So.
Give them a number they can't meet.
No, it's just not even worth tempting them. You know, they know that I've been unhappy with the travel and stuff. So
Yeah. That's good. I hope the new job works out.
yeah, me too. I'm really excited about it. So let's see. It's funny. I just like went through and pulled out all my earth-colored slopes, and I've been just kind of picking at them randomly, semi-randomly to build this. And then finally, I got tired of not finding the ones I needed, and I sorted them out by type, and at least that way I can pick them out. You know, because I still don't mind having like slightly random colors, but at least gives me the chance to find the part I need.
Yeah.
So my big goal is to hide all these holes and kind of soften them up as much as I can, because like it's due in 2 days. We're installing it on Saturday, so I gotta, you know, at this point I'm just throwing brick down just to try to get it semi-presentable. But yeah, the Bricks and Minifig store, they do we do like a rotating display there. So every 3 months we change it out, and sometimes they do their own. So for Christmas they did their own Winter Village.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's there right now, and then we're gonna put this Hogwarts Harry Potter one in for about 3 months, and then I think after that we're doing we have a Hoth display that we've been rotating around. So I think that's going in next. And their display is the same size as what I was planning on doing this one, which is a sheet of plywood. So they just have a table there, the tablecloth over it, and some fencing around it. We just drop in ours, and it works out really well.
Cool.
Yeah. And you know, by being in their store, like they get a lot of traffic in that store, so our display ends up getting a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
I think we've actually recruited a couple members that way.
Cool.
Your chat's super. Well, I just realized I'm on top chat. That's probably why. I say your chat's super quiet, but
Oh, it's been quiet.
live chat. Nope, same thing. Okay. Yeah, I was actually in the middle of a massive, just dropped a brick in the hole. That's never going to come out. There's going to be a lot of like rattling around in here as I move parts or move these mills around. I was in the middle of a massive sort actually before I got distracted by this, and yeah, and then I actually just bought. I don't know if you saw it. I just bought a about 60 pounds worth of Lego from Goodwill's online sales. So once I'm done with this, I'm going to be going back to cleaning and sorting.
So I used to buy Lego off of like buy it bulk,
Uh-huh.
like through either like local pickup like Craigslist or just kind of all over the place. I would get all my stuff. And eventually I had to stop because it was so much that I was having to go clean it all, sort it, and still
Not have time to build.
it just not. I was spending so much time sorting, and that was before the evolution of AFOL sorting solutions. So,
What do you mean by that?
well, when you first start collecting Lego, you might just leave the sets together, put them in a bag, and then as your collection grows, you kind of evolve.
Right.
So
like back when you were just sorting by color or something crazy.
yeah, between
thing.
Color, different elements. I used to throw all in. I used to throw all the minifigure utensil, anything a minifigure could hold, like food or diamonds or cups and stuff. All the little shit I would just pour into one bin and not touch it. So the sorting got kind of crazy, so I stopped buying bulk.
Okay.
Until I figured out a solution. So once I got to there, but then I just got tired of all the extra sorting. And
because that's basically, I mean, I that's pretty much how I sort. I just sort by part type, rough, and I find, I have some of the smaller parts that don't really fit in a good category. I sort by, come off of there. I sort by individual part, but most of the time I actually just sort by rough category, and I don't know, I find it works pretty well. But I'm always happy to hear if there's, another solution out there I'm missing.
okay. I know it. And it all depends on what size of collection you have too. Because like I used to sort like these trays here.
Yep.
Like these are my 1x2 tiles. So all my tiles used to be one color. Like the only one I haven't changed is yellow because I have a lot of yellow tiles. But I used to be like 1x1s, 1x2s, 1x4s, 1x6, like color per color. So I would just grab the color bin, but then elements kept growing, so I had to move from color to size. So they're still sorted. So these are all 1x2s, but they're all color coded now.
Okay.
So it's just, and then, it's funny because I just found a giant gallon size bag, or the really big bag. It just has red bricks written on it.
Okay.
Where that was like my first sorting bin of, I just threw all the red color bricks in that one. So that was that was a nice little nostalgia moment.
So which way do you go now, I guess?
Now all my plates are sorted. They're not sorted by color yet. They're sorted by size. My slope bricks are sorted by size. My 1x1 bricks is sorted by color.
So like with the 1x bricks, are you going to keep it sorted by size and color? Or are you going to just keep it by color?
I think these are going to be just by color. I might start putting the 1x1s in like a little little baggie, so it's easier to dig through. I have considered going back and bagging everything because I did it with the 1x4 plates. I tested that out instead of just throwing them all in a bin and then having to dig through to find colors. So I bagged up all of those, but then the only bad part I've noticed is when I sort, I throw them in that bin. Well, now that I have them all bagged up, I have to take the bin out and sort them by color again. So it's just a annoying extra step that I'm trying to cut out. So.
Okay, so I'm so like right now with the 1x brick, for example. So what I do initially is I sort it just by 1x brick,
Mm-hmm.
and as I'm going, it goes. I would like the drawers that I'm working with right now, for example. I can't see my screen. How do I?
Down on the bottom. Down
Okay.
on the bottom where it says stop video, there's a little triangle. You can tell it to do whatever camera you want it to.
Okay, so can you see my camera?
Nope.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh, there we go.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, this whole time I thought I could. So I'm working out of this drawer right here. And like, for example, this drawer is all my 1x plates.
Yes.
So when I'm sorting, I throw all my 1x plates in there and have 2x plates and 1x brick and so on. And so what I've done in the past is I've taken like all my 1x brick and and you know, that drawer gets too full, my backup gets too full. So then like this is all my 1x2 brick.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just, you know, I sort it all out and put it in a bag. And so that's what I have done. And I like this rough sort system really well, but I think going forward, I'm really tempted to take this rough sort and then sort it by color instead of by brick type. Because I find like a build like this, I'm looking for specific colors.
Yeah.
And so I don't care about the brick size. I just want a 1x brick, 1x1, 1x2, 1x3, but I need it in a specific color. And like with the 1x brick, they're so large, I might keep those sorted by type. But like the 2x brick, especially, like I was looking for a lot of earth tones to do all this, or like the slopes. You know, I was looking for a lot of earth tones to do all this, and so I, you know, like that was a big thing. Like I was pulling out slopes, and I was just looking for certain colors, and I didn't care, you know, size or shape. I just needed a slope that was in an earth tone to do this. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence between the final stage being by color or by part type.
Yeah, because I've kind of done both now because when I was digging through looking for pink bricks, lots of pink bricks and pink plates and everything, and I was having so much trouble I was sitting there digging for 30 minutes to get all my pink plates, and I finally said, all right, you know, screw this. And I pulled out all the Ziploc bags and started sorting everything by color. But it's still, so now it's individual bags with like color themed. So all the shades of blue are together and whatnot.
Okay.
It was kind of, then I found it nice because when I started working on the next section of the Western layout, when I needed a brown 1x4, I just went in and just grabbed the bag of it and set it on my desk.
And that's kind of what I'm thinking is that like when it gets to that point, I'm going to want just that one color to build a certain theme.
So I think it just depends on the element.
Yeah.
Because certain elements, like I have a bunch of 1x1 clip bricks and 1x2 clip bricks, and I just threw them all in the same bin. So I know that's where all my weird clip bricks are. So we're slowly, I don't know. The more I build, the more the collection kind of goes down to where it gives me to sort it.
It was kind of funny with this build. I actually demolished my entire like everything I had built. My entire collection got at least all my mocks got ripped down and rebuilt into this.
I see burps.
Yeah, yeah,
Burps
that's what
and
I'm.
burps and curts.
So like, oops, don't want to knock the soda over. So this section here is kind of my goal, where I have these green burps back there and the gray burps, and I'm trying to hide them as much as I can, so that way they're just support structure. But you know, with the timeline that I'm on, I'm just gonna at least get rid of. I want to hide, you know, these off colors back here, hide these holes that I have here, and at least get it to be presentable for the store. And then I'll and I'm actually, so like I said, I'm actually for version 2, this whole I want to redesign this whole thing. I want to design it all in Studio Designer first. So this is a it's on a sheet of plywood in Lazy Susan, so I can sit here and work on whatever section I want.
No, that's
But
perfect.
yeah, it's great. It's been really good. So I have this whole front side this is like kind of the front facing side, and then there's like a window in the back. So this whole front side's basically presentable at this point. I just noticed I had a red. You can see a little bit of red right there for a support brick. But you know, I just want to get it to be. Dogs found something to bark at. But I just want to, yeah, I just want to hide all this stuff and get it to be presentable, and then I'll rebuild it. You know, it gives me a couple months to think about it and start planning it and figure out how I want to do it. So.
Rock work is really annoying, but it's kind of fun because it can be, there's no real set plan for it. It can be random.
Yeah, and that's what I've just been doing. I pulled it, like I said, I pulled all the earth tone colors out, and I've just been kind of semi-randomly, you know, putting them down. And it's had I think it's had a really good good look to it. You know, it's because it's not, you know, it's not supposed to be all the same. You know, I'll put like browns next to each other and try to go like brown to tan to gray or whatever, but for the most part, it's I'm not too worried about what colors I grab.
Hey, Hoosier. Yeah, I figured you'd be crashed out sick. Yeah. Hope you feel better, buddy.
Did you get sick from Brick Fair?
Yeah, because I think Charity was sick Saturday night, and then it hit him on Monday when he was driving home. And
that sucks.
I think a couple other people were kind of feeling it. They might feel it in a couple of days.
That is no fun at all. Yeah, basically, I'm going to take the new Hogwarts set that they have, the big one, and for the castle, the really big castle, and I want to take that and scale it up to this size. So I'm going to use it, you know, use their base plate, basically use the base foundation as an example, and try to figure out how to make it larger. So I don't know if it'll actually work, but I figure it'll be fun trying.
Oh yeah, Hoosier, go back to bed. No worries, buddy. We're just talking and sorting tonight.
And this whole top section actually comes off. I need to kind of move it so I can get in there. But it's also my workbench at the moment. There we go. Perfect. It's kind of crazy since this whole thing's mills. I actually burned through pretty much all the standard 2x2 and 2x4 brick that I had. And I mentioned it on a video or whatever. And one of my lug members, you might know him. His name's Michael. He does the big giant spaceships. He's on Bricksmith stream every so often. Moto, yep. So he was like, hey, I got system brick. And he actually brought me over like 3 1-gallon bags full of them.
Oh, wow.
It's like, holy cow, dude. So I have a lot of blue now that I've been using for all the stuff that you brought over.
Yeah, we were talking about going back down to the one high mills plates.
The one high?
Yeah. So we can try to save up on a lot of the 2x4s that went into the layout.
Yep.
Just
I saw Bricks for Chris was doing his little piece of the build for Alabama, and I saw that it was 2 mills, and I really like, he had that little pond that he built. At least that's what he was working on at the time.
yeah.
And I really like the look of it. So some of this we actually bumped up. Like, it's mostly 1 brick high mills, and that's how we originally designed it. But then some areas we bumped up to 2 brick high, and we raised all the train track up to 2 brick high, and it really enhanced the layout. It looks way better now. But it's just, you know, it's just in a couple of sections, so it's not super brick intensive because of that.
Yeah, two brick high isn't bad. It just eats up a lot of bricks.
It does.
Even if you, like, I skipped every other brick too. Left like 2x2 brick size gaps every once in a while.
Okay.
But yeah, just trying to but because I know I originally did it because I wanted to do custom roads, and I didn't think about cutting base plates at all.
Like cutting the road base plates?
Yeah, I never thought about that. Mainly because I wanted to. There's the one scene where he has the fire going down Main Street.
Who?
Marty, he's going back.
Oh, yep.
Going back to the future, but
Yep, Back to the Future. Okay.
there's like a trail of fire he leaves behind.
Right.
So I knew going into the road plates, I couldn't use the Lego road plates to do that scene the way I wanted to do it. So that's when I went to brick built roads instead.
Yep. I can see that.
It allowed me to be able to do more stuff. So a little bit more pain in the butt because I think it came down to like $20 a base plate to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that can add up for sure.
But it allowed more opportunity too, because I wasn't content to this size of a road plate. I could make it as wide as I need it. And I need to go back and maybe put down some lanes in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Because in the movie there's no middle lane.
Oh, like a park strip or anything.
And there's no stripes on it. In the future part there is, but in the 55 version there isn't.
Huh.
So I never included it. So I just left it as a black asphalt.
Yep.
Hold on, let me make some noise real quick.
Yep.
So one of these evolutional moments here. So I always pull out any of the printed or stickered bricks and
Uh-huh.
always keep them separate. But now they're growing at a they're outgrowing their bin. So I'm kind of tempted to start bagging all the printed stuff and leaving them in the bin that has all the other elements with it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
But just to keep them separate, because I'm about to pull out the printed tiles and printed plates and whatnot, but all the other, like the slope bricks, and there's a bunch of panels, they're outgrowing their bins.
Yeah, and that's like the same as the same conundrum with new versus used. That like, I hate having to, like I'm looking for a part and I think I have all of them, and then all of a sudden I realize I actually have more in my new bins, but I keep them separate because I want them separate. So what I'm thinking about doing just that, where I all my new stuff gets put in a like in a Ziploc, and it goes in the same bin as the used. But because it's in the Ziploc, I know that it's new.
I do that too, because my white bricks and my black bricks are, because the black ones you can see the scuff marks really clearly,
Oh, really? Okay.
and the white ones, when they're kind of faded and discolored. So any of my new bricks, I'll stick them in the Ziploc bags and throw them in that bin, just so I
Yep.
know which ones are which.
Maybe one more.
Yep, I think these are gonna go in little baggies. Just outgrowing here. How do you store your minifigures?
They all just get thrown in a big shoebox, basically. So a minifig and all the minifig accessories go in a big plastic shoebox, and then the from there I do have a organizer that I sort it down further. I just haven't gotten to it in a long time. And I don't really separate them or anything. They all stay together unless I need parts.
Yeah.
So most of the time I basically don't do a lot with them. I just kind of dump out the bin and dig through it as needed to. Aside from my Sigfig parts, obviously those are sorted out. But the minifigs are, and I'm not going to necessarily keep them like that. I'll probably sort them again in the future. It just haven't had time.
Yeah.
Any of the CMFs, they're separate. Oops. I should have done that.
I think I'm at the point with those. I'm gonna keep all my CMFs separate like they are, but
Yep.
all my themed ones. I think I'm gonna start just stick them in Ziploc bags or something, and stick them in a bin because they're. I have them in trays like this,
Okay.
but my DC and my Marvel is just overflowing now.
Yeah, the only ones that are like the CMFs are pulled in the classic Lego, the one with the has what is it, 16 bays, 8 on
Mhm.
each side with two plastic doors.
Yes.
So I have 5 of those with the CMFs in them, and then some of the specific ones like the Harry Potter ones are all with the Harry Potter stuff. But otherwise, like any of anything else just gets thrown in with general population. So I at one point I'd gotten a bulk bin with a bunch of like Indiana Jones sets and stuff, and I went through and had fun for a minute and put them all together and everything. But then I just they just got mixed back into general population again. I didn't worry about it.
Like you say. So yeah, we're gonna be redoing some of these bins.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like I'll do a massive sort or like a rough sort, and I'll be like, I'll be putting, like in my one buys, I'll put like a curve in there or whatever, and the next time I won't, and it's like, so I end up with parts in 2 different areas. But it's just like I feel like each time I sort, it's the evolution changes a little bit. I'll have to go through and kind of resort some of the old stuff.
Yeah.
But definitely the big thing that's been bugging me is the new versus used. So that's the nice thing about this build is I've really been knocking out a lot of my just all my brick. It's just been really cool to actually like start digging in and running out of brick. It's been a nice change instead of having all this brick built up everywhere.
No, when I was doing the island, I went up to the Lego store and just got cups and cups of random bricks that they had.
Uh-huh.
Like I have a bunch of 1x2 pink bricks, 1x1 sand green, 1x1 dark bluish gray, orange bricks, lime bricks. Just
Well, when I did a Fallout shelter 3 years ago for Comic-Con, and I got a whole bunch of these 2x4 tan bricks
yeah,
and plates and stuff, and it's been like, why do I have so much tan? Oh yeah, that's right, I bought a bunch.
they're great for filler.
Yeah, well, and the great thing is that I can use it and not worry if it's exposed because it's a nice earth tone.
Yeah, that's what I use most of it for. Is I would go up there and get cups because when I was doing all the rock work, like I covered up the burps with the random ones and had the rocks stacked up and sticking out. So I used them for the filler behind whatever gaps there was. And so it's quite interesting. Yeah, they're good pros and cons to the pick a brick wall.
Yeah.
Pick a brick, yay!
My fellow AFOL's here, so I'm gonna go up there and let her in.
Yeah, nice. Got a snoring dog underneath the table. Let's see. Plates, bricks, plates, bricks, bricks, plates. Sorting, 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 sorting. Sorting, sorting, sorting.
Okay, I'm back, Haley.
Oh, hello, welcome back, sir.
Thanks. So I'm gonna actually bail on you because I have guests here now.
Yeah, no worries. I'm probably gonna end this in a couple minutes and go get some dinner. So
Okay, cool. Well, nice talking to you. Good luck on your short.
yeah, have fun with your Hogwarts castle.
Yeah, we'll do. All right, bye.
Bye. Oh dear, I don't think I have that middle piece. Yay, I got one. I always have to keep all the dividers like right in the drawer, in my pull-out drawer. Well, shoot. Should I divide out all the little half a circle ones, or should I leave them there? Hmm. See. There we go. Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, I heard you say you were gonna go get something to eat, and I thought, well, should I or shouldn't I? And then I thought, well, you had this complex conversation about whether you should separate your circles. So I thought I'd pop in and say everything must be separated.
Yeah, I have the the one by one, the pie shaped ones,
Yeah.
and pies and pizzas are intermixed with the one by one circles.
No, I suppose they should be separate.
So now that this little bin has grown more, it's like, well, should I go ahead and sort them out now so I don't have to do it later? I'm already sorting out the money and the mail, so
Yes, but money makes the mail go around. You got to pay for the stamps.
Mm.
Well, I had to go investigate what a Lazy Susan costs after I saw his mock spinning on that Lazy Susan.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I never thought about using that, but I think Julian, he didn't have a lazy Susan, but he was able, his whole table just turned on top of whatever thing he had at the time, which I thought that's nice. If you're working on a mock and you need to turn it, all you have to do is just swivel.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a mock that's sitting in the other room that I'm kind of stuck on, and I think I'm stuck on it because it's underneath some paperwork. And I walk past it all the time thinking I should work on that, and then the next day I wake up and I look at it. No, all right.
What mock? What mock is it?
Well, it's going to be a TARDIS, and a TARDIS, back Doctor Who.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you said Target. Then I had to like, no, I don't think that was right.
Well, but then I took upon the idea of, well, I'll make every single Doctor out of brickheads, and then I'll put them in there. I'll put them in on each one has their own little floor, or in this case, because I don't want to make it, 20 feet high, I'm going to make them each have half a floor. But I got stuck.
Hmm.
I can't say don't have enough pieces because I ordered in some bulk lug stuff, some lug bulk stuff. I ordered like 12,000 jumper plates and some other things. So I have the parts. It's just I I haven't had the earth to move me.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
I keep saying to myself though, if I don't build this thing, what am I going to do with 150,000 blue parts? I made up that number, but it's got to be at least that many.
Oh yeah, yeah. And mocks, man, those pieces add up quick.
Yeah, at one point I was doing a list of how many pieces I was using, and I'm like probably like close to 2,000 for one floor of the TARDIS, and my better half looked at me and she said, "How much does that cost?" And I said, "I don't even want to know. I don't want to know." Because part of it is in my situation, it's really hard to determine what the cost is because when you order like lug bulk and stuff, that's not anywhere near the cost of real Lego. If you understand what I'm saying, so you
Yeah.
got to kind of know, like, if I go and buy a pick-a-brick cup of 2x4s or 2x2s or something, it's hard to know. You have to count how many are in there then and divide by the cost and then price those out by that point. And I don't know.
Price wise with 2x4s, you're saving with the amount of 2x4s you can fit in a cup if you stack them correctly and do everything. You actually, it's cheaper to get them off the pickwork wall.
Well, I ordered 4,000 blue ones from the lug bulk last year. So I'm pretty sure I have all the 2x4s I could ever need.
Yeah. I don't know. If you ever start building on Mills plates, they go quick.
Well, I took a gray base plate and I essentially milled it because the bottom of the TARDIS, you have it sits on the base plate perfectly, but then you essentially, because it's got a little bit of an edge slope up at the bottom there, you essentially go up like 3 plates or like 3 bricks. So I took some Duplo and I ran it around the inside, and then I built the step up, the angles up on the outside. So I essentially have a pretty heavy duty Mills plate,
Mm.
except for by you guys' standards, it's not really a Mills plate, but I took Duplo and I put it all in there, so it's pretty dang heavy duty built.
Yeah. Well, in my mind, my opinion, anything that you're building off from the base plate, it's a Mills plate.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you're using Duplo or you're 6 bricks high. It's still, you're still building off of it.
I happen to have a couple hundred Duplo bricks around here, and I wasn't using them for anything else, so I figured, what the hell.
I tried using Duplo as filler, but the clutch power just wasn't cutting it for what I needed it to be.
Well, the outer ring is all 2x. So the first ring on the board is blue 2x.
Okay.
The second ring is 2x as well, but the third ring, then the Duplo work in, but the Duplo work in all the way across the board, all the way back in front. So the whole bottom of it is Duplo.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but it's got that ring around it, and then I build up the slope on the edges so that it kind of comes over the Duplo. And then it ends up being that I work all the way into a 32x32 on top of the gray plate.
Yeah.
And then so everything outside of that is sloped up or whatever. And then I put regular 16x16 plates right over the top of all the Duplo. So the Duplo is in there, but I don't really think it really is giving me any real clutch power issues. I think it's more just filling the gap, because the outer ring is still holding it basically in, and then I'm building floors on top of it like a modular.
Yeah.
So really, when I go to move it, the only thing I'm going to be moving is maybe a deal that's like, I don't know, 15, 20 bricks high.
Mm-hmm.
And the Duplo disc is a filler underneath the floor. I guess it would be different if I was trying to lift a, 200 bricks tall, sculpture or something.
Yeah.
I'm big into GBC, and I use the red Duplo 2x4 to make the wall around all my GBC setups. I know a lot of other places use fencing, and some other people use like the basketball and soccer and football plates from the sports sets back in the day. Personally, I don't care. I think I don't care what anybody uses as long as it works for them. I happen to have access to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Duplos, so that's what I used.
Yeah.
Plus, people look at me and go, "Duplo isn't Lego," and I said, "Yes, it is." I think it's funny. When we had our last GBC setup, we had like 5 or 6 people come up to me and go, "That's Duplo. That's not Lego." And I'm like, "You don't buy Lego very much, do you?"
Newbies.
Random people that come to displays, yes. I wish they would make more of these flashlights like Emmett and stuff.
Right. I like him because he's, if you take off his hair, he is the exact same size as the wooden figure. I don't think you can take off his hair, but like measure wise, he's the same height as that wooden minifigure.
Well, I could probably get his hair off, but getting it back on once I take it off is probably a trick.
Like I was looking at that figure until it said it was $120 for it, and then I was like, I like my flashlight better.
Not, well, did I ever tell you the story about this stupid flashlight?
No.
He was at Target, and the first time I saw him, he was like $25. I don't remember what he retailed at, but he was expensive. And I told my better half, I said, he'll be mine one day. And I said, but not today. And we left him sit. And she said, well, let me put a mark on the back of him. So she put a mark on the back of the box with a pen just to show that it was the same one. And it was kind of funny. A couple weeks later, we were going through the same Target, and he was on the clearance shelf for like $8. And I was like, why are they clearancing him for $8? And I picked it up, and it was the one that she had put the little pen mark on. So I said, $8, you gotta go home. It must have just been that you wanted to come home with us.
Yeah.
But it was just, it's not a real glamorous story, but it's one of those, how did that actually work out? Because it was on the shelf for like 2 weeks after we said no, and then all of a sudden we found it again.
I think a lot of it was just marketing and placement, because a lot of people don't go to the kids bedding area back there, but there's Lego back there. There's even Lego sets that get put on the displays back there, but a lot of people don't know about it.
Well,
So
Emmett's kind of a cool dude. I kept looking on him for a possible, hint to maybe another, flashlight out there.
yeah, hold on, let me go let one of the dogs out.
All right. I guess there's a Lego Sweet Mayhem flashlight on Amazon.
What? I only saw Emmett, and I saw the big Unikitty. That was it.
Did it work to share? It must not have yet.
Oh yeah, that one. Because Emmett's flash, they had an Emmett flashlight too.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause I collected all the key lights.
You all of them?
Almost. But all the, like, because I like the Unikitty ones. So
I'm
I
just
collect- yeah.
I'm scrolling through Amazon here, and there's like literally hundreds of them.
'Cause, I collected all the Lego Movie 1 Unikitty key lights. I had the space kitty on my thing for the longest time. And I always have one of them on my keychain. They come in handy when you're trying to unlock a door.
Oh yeah. Ooh, there's none of the big ones though, like the ones we have for Emmett.
Yep. Oh.
Oh wait a minute, is there? This looks like an 8-inch Wonder Woman. Interesting. Oh my God, I'm going to turn into a B for C and collect all these stupid things. He's got all the banks, or not the banks, but um, clocks. I do not need all these. Well, it's good that nobody's here because I'm not very entertaining. But if anybody is here and wants to say something in the chat, we can definitely respond to you. I bet you the two people that are watching this is me and Haley. Well, is there anybody out there? This is the great sort of 2020. Don't be shy. Let's not all jump in at once. Sorry, I was holding the trying to hold the party down, but I was talking to myself, so I'm not
Oh,
sure.
you're good. Pretty sure there's only like 2 people watching at this point, so.
Yeah, probably me and you.
Exactly.
I asked the chat if anybody had anything to say, and I got a dull roar of nothing.
Woo! I don't care. There could be no one. I'll probably still sit here and do whatever I'm doing. So.
Well, I don't want to prevent you from eating, so if you ever need to go, just let me know.
Oh, I'm good. It's the food's heating up, so it's gonna be a little bit.
Ah, that's what you did. You ran away and made something to eat.
Yeah. I don't want to do this, so I'm just gonna put them all up.
What is it that you don't want to do?
Sub-sort a container I've already sorted through. Just gonna put you here, put you there. Yeah, because I'm gonna go back and rip out some of this stuff.
You should find another tray and just sort into that.
Yeah, that was the plan. I don't have any trays at the moment, so I gotta think when I start bagging up the minifigures, I'll have plenty of trays where I can kind of sub-sort it a little bit better.
Yeah, you were talking about minifigures earlier. I only keep one of every set. You know, like all the. If there's like, I don't know, 15 in a set, I put one of each in the tray.
Yeah.
I don't put all of them in the tray that I have. I
Yeah.
I also generally only open up bags until I have the
Ooh, excuse me.
generally only open bags until I have a full set, and then I leave the. Shut up. I don't have any idea who that is, so I'm not gonna bother talking to him.
Yeah, I got some spam calls all day.
Well, it said on there that it was somewhere from Illinois, and I only know one person in Illinois, and that is my sister's ex-husband. And I don't care to talk to him if that is him.
Uh, I do is I'll ignore it if they leave a message and it's actually a legit message. I'll call them back, but other than that, nope. They just get shoved on the block list.
So where did the better half run away to?
Say again?
Your better half had to go to work or something. Took a trip.
No, he's in between jobs, and he decided he wanted to go snowboarding. So he picked a place, but the place he picked would require us to fly, and I don't fly, so I dropped his happy ass off at the airport and have fun.
I have flown a couple of times, but I don't really like it.
You know, I can do it if I have to, but I
Well,
don't want to.
I am 6'6", and that's as far off the ground as I want to be.
Yeah, he said the flight going up had him. He was shoved between. Luckily, he was shoved between some little skinny guy and someone else who just didn't like being near people. So he leaned into the aisle most of the time. So, but he said the 2.5 flight was very uncomfortable. I was like, well, they're trying to shove as many seats as they can into that thing. So
They're trying to pack literally as many people as they can into that tin can that they just sent into the air.
uh-huh. A can of sardines. I don't know. He's having fun.
Oh my god. I gotta stop looking at things on Amazon, otherwise I'll buy my whole house up.
There we go.
Oh, it's 7 o'clock. I should check and see what my Lovely numbers there.
Let's see. All right, I think I'm just going to go ahead and end the live portion of this.
All right.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We are going to end the live portion. I'll probably have another stream tomorrow because I still have a whole bucket to go through. So hope everyone has a good night. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.